Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you're well. Right, back in Utopia again, and we are working on our Jaguar habitat, which is coming along really nicely. However, I do need to do a bit of work over here with the waterfall. So this, I put the water effects in at the end of the last episode, but we do need to kind of finish it off with a bit of rock work here and there to try and get it looking like an actual functioning waterfall, which is really hard. I'll be honest, it's so hard to get these things looking good. But I'll endeavour. I will do my best. So I've already put the splashes in, you see, so I've got to kind of try and get the rocks like that so it looks like the water is actually splashing on rocks. That's where the challenge comes. And then obviously you've got to make it look like those rocks are not hovering as well. So what I'm doing first, I'm just trying to get the rocks in like this so that the splashes are in the right places. And then I can go back and sort of cover them over and support them, make them look strong and like everything is actually kind of working correctly, you know. Okay, we're looking good there. Let's just get this last one. Nearly there, something like that. That's not too bad actually, especially once you've got some foliage. It's my answer to everything really, isn't it? Cover it in foliage, but it works. You know? I wouldn't say it if it didn't work. Right, so I think we need a little bit more just in here. Oh yeah, like that. I'm really happy with that actually. I don't think it needs more. That does at least look like everything is coming down and splashing. So let's just get a water effect down here. So we need waterfall bottom. Hang on, is that murky? No, that's not murky. So yeah, there we go. That's what we need. So we want to bring that up to the right sort of level like that. I think I'll try and fit a couple of these in. Something like that, and then this one needs to go just into the rock like that. I think ideally I'd like no, that looks fine actually. That does look like it's splashing down into the water, so that's all good. Great. So the other sort of structural thing that I wanted to change was this. So I wanted to do different. Do I want to do different? Yeah. So different legs, basically. So get rid of the supports. Actually, I wanted to get rid of the railings as well. I think there's hidden railings in there, but that's absolutely fine. So I want to do my own railings and I want to do my own structure of some sort. And I probably want to use my temple pieces like these. So let's have a look at a support structure first. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, so this is probably the sort of piece that I need to use, isn't it, for this? Oh, let's get angle snap on. Right, which way round does this go? Yeah, so that goes like so. It's a bit tricky at the edge here. Let's start it at this end. That's a bit easier at this end. and then let's just get these grouped together. So this will create a nice solid looking edge at least. I'm not sure how to do the corner. I think we're going to have to kind of overlap them, but then try and hide the corner. So let's have a look. What have we got that I can hide the corner with? So obviously I want to put a fence on here in some capacity, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's worry about hiding this corner first. Not sure what this is going to look like. I quite like that actually, it looks alright. I think it needs to be wider because you've still got funky little bits hiding in there. Oh, that's so annoying. It's not going to let me just move the whole thing, is it? Why not? Individually, look at that. Individually, it lets me do all three of them. Put them together, and it wants to do it at an angle. That's so silly. What if it lets me do two of them? No. Fine. Just have to do it the long way. Never mind, we'll get there. Okay, and then I think I'll just do the same this way. Okay, that's a nice solid looking edge, isn't it? Which is good. I don't know if I probably want something similar actually at the far end there. Let's see if I duplicate all of this, what's it going to do? Oh, I see, that time it lets me actually do it that way. That's fine. Let's cover that end as well. And then it decides to change. See how random that is? Does that make any sense whatsoever? No, it does not. Absolutely bizarre. Never mind. Right, we're getting there. Let's take that a bit further back. There we go. Right, so we've got a nice solid looking edge there. Very happy with that. Now we need a fence. Now what do I want to do with a fence? Let's see, what have we got? I don't think any of these pieces are sort of big enough to actually be fences, are they? No. So I'm going to have to use, I might do glass, something very similar basically to what I did before. So I had, I still got caps lock on for some reason. I had a small glass piece, if I can find the the appropriate one. So somewhere down here there is an off-grid piece of glass that's quite long. Yes, I think I can work with that. I like the idea of it being a bit longer than the other one that I did. So we have a nice glass piece. Let's go right to the edge, I think. I'll figure this out in a minute. Right, let's pop that down. and then come back to our temple stuff. So this is our post. Let's see, actually that's, yeah, that's a better post. Yeah, this will have to change a bit. Okay, that's cool. That looks nice. I don't want it to be exactly the same as the other one that I did. I like. Oh, do you know what? Now hang on. This is double-sided. So can I get this in the glass? No. It's fine. This, I quite like the idea of these sort of like a bit of a random pattern like that on the glass, and then maybe, and I used this piece in the corner before, but it's a really nice piece. So whether I can try and get that in the corner again, let's see. Actually, do you know what? I might just split that from the group. It might be a bit easier to play around with it. So if I take that back onto there, okay, I think this is going to look pretty cool. So I've got to try and blend it in a bit at this end, but not too much. Okay, it's just got to overlap enough so that it looks like one solid piece. Excellent, and then I can just, oops. Of course it's going to do that. Doesn't want to play fair, does it? Let's just get that to the end, and then let's copy this one over, and that finishes it off there. I like that. It's a bit different, isn't it? I like these little bits embedded in the glass. That just adds a bit of character, doesn't it? Nice. And then actually, if I use this piece, because it's already got both ends, I can just snap it sideways. Hopefully this will fit pretty much over here. No, it's not quite. I might have to just rejig this one over here and make it a bit shorter. Let's get it into position there. Well, I'll just bring that in. No, how is this going to work? Because the actual piece of glass is probably too long. So, in fact, I think I need that to be replaced with the shorter piece, which is that one. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's move that in. That's fine, we'll lose that, and we'll see what I can do, whether this is long enough. Yeah, that's fine. That will do. I can work with that. I mean, if people want to jump over it, they can jump over it, but hopefully people won't. Oh, I've put that in completely the wrong place, haven't I? That needs to be, well, for starting, needs to be turned around because these bits need to be on the outside. But yeah, I need to just get that into position there. Nice. So that is our fencing. I haven't covered the top, I just realised, of the glass. Let's have a look. There was a small piece that I used for that, wasn't there? Yeah, this trim. That's cool. I'll just add this on as a whole separate piece. Just make sure that's, let's get it in exactly the right. Actually, I think I need to turn it on its side. Yeah, that's better. And then I can just zoom along here and just add it across the whole length. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the legs for this whole thing. I don't know if I want to use these temple pieces in some way. I don't go over the top with the whole temple thing, but it does look cool. Right, and then hopefully I can just flip one round over here. There we go. And there we have our custom support wall. Like I say, if somebody really wanted to jump over there, they could, but who's going to? But what do I want to do as far as a support goes? Do you know what? I don't know that it needs a lot. I really don't. It looks fairly strong anyway. I think maybe just this corner could do with something. And to be honest, I'd be tempted just to go with this kind of thing. If I can line this up to look like it's kind of in the middle of this. Let's just chuck it in and we'll see if it looks good. I might need to chunken it up a bit, potentially. So like down here, I could add a nice sort of wide foot area, like a wide foot area. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just talking rubbish like I usually do. Do you know what? This is the 11th episode I've recorded today. I think my brain is finally gone. Right, let's have a look. This is what I was getting at. Like widen the foot. Like this. Something like that, and then I'll put a big rock underneath so it looks like it's on rock bed, or bedrock I should say. And then what I can actually do is just a couple of bits like this. Actually, just that's, you see that in the middle there, it just makes it look a bit chunkier, doesn't it? I think that's all I'm going to do actually. I think that looks good. And then this can just slot in like that and just make it look like it's purposely built onto the rock at the bottom there. There we go. Awesome. So that's our waterfall done and our custom fencing and support to our viewing platform there. Really happy with that. That looks great. So now the big thing I think really is foliage. I think everything else is kind of there now. I've still got obviously the top edge to look at and all of this area up here, but the actual habitat itself is largely now going to be a whole load of foliage. So let's have a look. What do I want to do foliage wise? Let's start with the water. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. So I've done panther habitats or jaguar habitats before, where I've used these pieces underwater. They do look really good as a base because it fills the whole area and makes it all just look really nice and sort of boggy, I suppose is the word. So what I'm going to do, again, because you just never know when you want to change your mind, is group them all together. Whoops. And then I'm going to just try and speed the process up by getting a nice big clump of them like this. And again, this would all be about layers. It never looks great when you first do it. But the more you do it and the more you add, it just keeps starting, you know, just keeps looking better and better basically as you go along. Okay, now the water looks like the water's getting a bit shallower here. So I'm just going to have to just raise these up a little bit because I still want them. I want them to come all the way through here. See, it's nice. It looks like it's this foliage is just kind of following the line of the water all the way along the bottom here, all the way through here. I could get some more at the side here as well, actually. All the way under here, hopefully. This bit's all yeah, it's a bit tricky here because it's clearly it's not very flat there, but that's fine. Okay, so that's that done. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's nice. So it just makes it all look really nice and overgrown and jungly. So that's our first step of doing our underwater bit. Let's just see. Yeah, that's all a bit shallow there for that, but that's fine. I can do other stuff here. Actually, I might just be able to fit a little bit in here actually. You just got to be careful that it doesn't look like you don't see the sharp edges, you know. You've got to sink it in the right amount. Yeah, I think that's all I can do there. Although actually no, you see you've got that sharp edge there. Okay, cool. So that's our first underwater layer. Next, I think, is it's got to be these. These just look amazing in this kind of environment. Yes, I will add them to this group. Why not? So this will be our second plant. And again, they're not underwater plants, but they just look good underwater. There's no denying it. So the secret to this is that you want it to look jungly. You don't want it to look crowded because you still want to be able to see the animals under the water. You want a nice variety of plants as well, but you do want it to look overgrown. So yeah, it's a bit of an art. Practice makes perfect at this sort of thing. I've had a few people leave comments saying, you know, how do you get good at building in the game? Now, I'm not saying that I'm good. I'm better than I have been, and that's because I do it a lot. And it's the same with anything in life. The more you practice, the better you get. And watch other people, learn from others. You know, a lot of the inspiration I get for the game is by watching other people play the game, and then just try things as well. Just try them out. Right, this fern here, this is a new fern that's in the game, and I absolutely love it. It's not a water fern, but do you know what? It just looks good in the water. So I'm going with it. I mean, look at it. It's just fantastic. It's such a jungly plant. just think it's just so good. I can't get over how much this fern has added to this game. There's a couple of recent additions fern wise that just look incredible, and I can't stop using them because they just look great. I will just have to maneuver that one a bit because it is just poking through the glass a little bit there, which obviously I don't want. Be careful that you don't accidentally put things too high or too low around here when you're doing this sort of thing, and keep checking the traversable area because some of these plants may well it's so hard to click these things when they're moving around. They may mess up the traversable area, so you've got to keep an eye on that. At the moment we are looking good. It says they can escape there. I think that's just because the barrier goes right along there, so that's not a problem. Right, hang on, let's just check this fern here. I think it was this one. Just bring it over there. I'll just twist that a little bit so it's not going through that window there. Lovely. Right, how are we looking? We're starting to look jungly. Fantastic, but I'm not there yet. I am not done. What else? Bracken or ferns like this, like the lady fern. I prefer the bracken though. I think the bracken, again, it's not an underwater plant, but damn does it look good underwater. And you've got a few different types. You got the really low stuff as well, which is this one. See that? It's just like ground hugging. I love it. Absolutely love this stuff. I mean, I love it in real life as well. See, so now we're starting to get to that point where it's looking quite full up, which is good. And that's where you want to get to. It's getting that balance between full or overcrowded, because you still want to see the animals. That's the key thing. You don't want to forget your animals in all this. As much fun as it is making your jungle, you still want to be able to see the animals when they're swimming around in it. Okay, let's come out and have another look. So you're going to imagine you're standing in here watching and looking. It's looking good. So you've got all these lovely jungle plants in here. Hopefully the animals will spend a bit of time in the water. At the moment they're not really going in there that much. But yeah, this is looking good now. See, so you've got a nice bit of foliage, but they've got some good swimming space as well. Was there no things to put in the water? Actually, yes, look, we've got a submarine thing, although that's too tall, isn't it? I was hoping that would kind of sink in, but I wonder if I can. Is that going to work? Inaccessible. No, it's not. That's a shame. Yeah, unfortunately there's not really a lot I can put in the water to encourage them in it, which is a shame, but they do usually go in the water quite a lot. Let's just check. They definitely can, can't they? Yes, they can get in all the water, so I'm sure they will. Oh, there we go. Look, there's one having a swim over there. So they will go in the water. I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't want to come swimming through here? So yeah, they will get there, but you know, they got so much to do in this habitat. That's the problem. Okay, so that's our water done. I'm happy with that. The water looks good. So the next thing to do will be the land. That's going to wait for the next episode. So it'll be basically more the same kind of foliage, but slightly bigger things. So I'll have more palms, like taller palms, certainly on this lower level. Not entirely sure yet what I'm doing up here, but we'll get to that. And obviously around all the rocks as well, I'll get some more foliage done all around those as well. But yeah, that is coming along really nicely. This is every time I do a habitat, it always turns out better than I thought, and that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. Yeah, I keep surprising myself, basically, is what I'm trying to say with what I'm capable of at the moment. I think it's good when I get days like this where I can just spend a whole day recording, because you just keep going. As long as you're a little bit inspired at the start of the day, you can just keep going and creating good stuff. So like I say, this is Monday, and I've just done, this is my 11th episode that I've recorded today. So obviously this isn't going to go out until 11 days time. So by the time you're watching this, hopefully I'll have done a load more as well. But I wanted to get a load of episodes sort of done and in the bank, so that in the future, if I miss weekends where I can't record, I've still got videos to put out. Is kind of my thing. So there we go. That's where we are. We're looking good. So 2, maybe 3 more episodes to finish this, because there's still quite a lot to do in the habitat itself, but also I've got all of this top area that I want to do at the same time before then deciding what to move on to next, because I really have no idea what's going to be next. We shall see. I have no ideas, but if you've got thoughts, if animals that you want to see in the zoo, then please do let me know, because you know, I do this for myself, but I also do it for you guys. So if you've got thoughts, please leave them in the comments down below. If you've got anything else you want to say, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, thoughts, suggestions, ideas, again, let me know down in the comments. If you've enjoyed the episode and you want to support my channel, then please hit the like button. I know you don't all like doing that. I don't like doing it all the time either, but it does really help the channel out, gets me out to more people, and builds our little community here, our little Planet Zoo online community, which is a lovely little place, isn't it? Fantastic. Right, let's leave it there then. So thank you very much for watching today. I do hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I will hopefully have more episodes coming your way very soon. Until then, take care of yourselves, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.